Guys, I made that money in one trading session. If you wanted to also watch this video to the end, I promise you'll make a lot of money. Today I'll explain you what binary options are and how to trade binary options. Well guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and here we go. As you can see, I'm starting today with only $1 in my balance. I have already chosen currency pairs with fairly good payout percentages and equally interesting situations to them. Now let's move on to add indicators, and it will be using Bollinger Bands with its default settings and combining it with one of the most popular oscillators. It will be MACD, and its default settings will be also sufficient. Well, let's move on to the first currency pair, the US dollar and the Egyptian pound. So what we see here, we see a beautiful situation. You can see that there's flat, but look, by MACD we can see that we have green histogram, and I still want to open a trade down here as the candle has reached the upper Bollinger Bands line and trade down. Let's go. Guys, as you can see, my first profit, it was very risky trade. I'll try to analyze the charts better in the future, but as you can see, my trade was here and the first profit was made. I managed to double my balance. Well, let's move on to the next currency pair, the euro and the US dollar. What do we see here? It should be noted that it's moving in an upward direction, but I want to open here building downward as price is near the upper Bollinger Band line. Well, that's why the trade is down. Let's go. Another profit. As you can see, 1 minute was enough to make this profit. That's why I love binary options. Here you can make profits for the correct timing of your trade, not points like in Forex. Well guys, it's already $4 in my account, and I want to remind you about my Telegram channel. You can find the link in the description of this video. There you can find a lot of useful information about trading and binary options. Also, absolutely free trading signals. Just look at the results my subscribers have been able to achieve just by trading my signals with me. Join my community at the link in the description of this video, and we continue this trading session. Well guys, I want to go to the third currency pair, the US dollar and the Indian rupee. What do we see here? Quite an interesting situation. There was a fairly strong bearish move, and I think a correction should definitely begin after such a bearish move. So $4, trade up, let's go. And guys, as you can see, I'm in profit. You can see that the green histogram is already appearing on the MACD. This tells us that price may be starting its upward correction. Look, besides, the price touched the lower Bollinger line, and I had no doubt that this trend would be the winning one. Yeah, by the way guys, there's a pretty good level of support here. Previously it was a resistance level, but now it's a support level. You can see here that it was a resistance level, and in these situations it's already support level, but the price reached that level 3 times, and so I have no doubt that this trade will be profitable. Well guys, let's continue on this currency pair and see what's going on here. Yeah, the general trend in this currency pair is downtrend. But look, on MACD we have been seeing a green histogram for quite some time now, so that's why I'm changing my investment to $7. Trade up, let's go. And guys, unfortunately we got a fun here, but thankfully we didn't lose our money. Well, next time I'll analyze currency pairs more carefully, but now I think we should have just opened the trade for, let's say, 2 minutes. I want to point out a fairly strong support level that price has reached here. Well, that's why my trend has been upward here. Well guys, let's move on to the last currency pair. Yeah, this payout percentage is a little lower, but we see a pretty good situation. We may see small trading zone here after a prolonged upward move, and we can notice that the price is at the support level. Well, that's why my trade will be up here. Let's go. Guys, one more awesome entry point. Well, as you can see, green histogram has formed on the MACD indicator and the candles have touched the lower Bollinger line. Well, that's why my trade was up. Well, let me mark this support level that the price has reached so that you understand perfectly. Look at this level right here. The price has reached this support level before. So this is the third time. The fourth time, yeah, the level was broken here, but this time the price came back to this level again. I think the price will continue its downward movement. Well, guys, I already have 13 bucks in my balance. I think it's a great result. Let's go back to the first currency pair. 86% payout on this pair. We can notice no less beautiful station. We see green histogram on the MACD indicator, so I want to catch this upward movement. Yes, guys, as we can see, another profitable trade, all because these combination indicators does great job for predicting my entry points. Look, here we see again the green histogram on the MACD indicator. According to the Bollinger Bands, we can notice that the candles touched the lower line of the channel. Well, that's why my trade was up here. But I think the price will continue its downward movement as all these candles have quite a small body and a long wick. This suggests a weakening of the bullish movement. Well, let's come back to this currency pair a little bit later and see what's going on here. Well, maybe the situation has changed somehow. Yes, look, the price, you can see, is starting to correct slowly. It also continues its move in an upward direction. By MACD we see a green histogram. That's why, as usual, the $24 investment is variable. Trade up. Let's go. And so, as we can see, I managed to make a profit again. Well, despite the fact that the price immediately reversed and went down, but still I think the price will continue its upward movement. Let's move on to this currency pair and see what's going on here. And yes, guys, take a look. We can see that the price is at the support level, so I want to change the investment to 46 bucks. Trade up. Let's go. Alright, another profitable trade. Well, as you can see, I was able to anticipate this green entry point. We can notice a green histogram starting to appear on the MACD indicator. Well, that's why my trade was here. Guys, again, I want to remind you about my Telegram channel. The link to this in the description of this video. In my Telegram channel, you can find a lot of useful information about trading and binary options, as well as absolutely free signals. All you need to do is follow the link in the description of this video, write me "I want to trade," and I'll add you to my channel absolutely for free. Well, guys, take a look at my balance sheet. It's already at $88. Let me remind you, I started out trading with only $1, and look at the result I was able to achieve. Well, by the way, my financial goal for this trading session is a little bigger, I think around 5,000 bucks. So let's not stop there. Let's take a look at what's happening on this currency pair. I want to open a trade down here. Don't want to waste too much time. I see an awesome resistance level, so 88 bucks, trade down. Let's go. Guys, look, just now right before your eyes, my deposit has already doubled and it's almost $170. You have to agree, it's pretty great. Now I want to point out to you the resistance level that I told you about. Look at that. This is the first time the price has returned to this level. That's why my trade was down here. I had no doubt it would turn out to be winnable. In addition, a red histogram can be seen on the MACD indicator. All conditions are met according to our strategy. Well, therefore, I suggest adding a few more currency pairs with good payout percentages to accelerate your deposit faster. So let this be the two very first currency pairs. And here we can notice that there's a flat here. The price is moving in such a small upward price channel. On MACD we see a green histogram, but look, a rather small resistance level has formed here. Well, that's why I want to open a trade down here. Let's go. Guys, as you can see again, 1 minute was enough time to make a profit. Yes, look, there's a small upward price channel forming here, and when the price reaches the lower and upper level of this channel, the price of course starts its downward movement. Well, as you can see, the price has reached the upper level, but I think that the price will still continue its upward movement to about this level. So I suggest you go back a little bit later and see what's going on here. Yes, we're seeing an uptrend. We can also notice that the price starts its upward movement. It also at the support level. Well, that's why it's 300 bucks. The trade is up. Let's go. Okay, another profitable trade. You'll agree that trading in Quotex is quite easy and you can earn quite large sums starting with small deposits. For example, on Quotex, the minimum deposit amount is only 10 bucks, and from that 10 you can earn $5,000. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. This is unbelievable even. So now I want to continue my trading session on the second currency pair. Has a good payout percentage and not a bad situation, but I want to open the trade down as there's a global downtrend here. And now the price is near the upper Bollinger Band line. Trade down, let's go. Guys, I managed to anticipate that entry point again. Look at the first 1,000 bucks I have on my balance sheet. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. So let me remind you that I started trading with only $1, and this is the result I managed to achieve. Well guys, again I'll remind you that my trading target for this trading session is much higher, around $5,000. So I don't think to stop, and I want to continue on these trends currency pair, the American dollar and the Pakistan rupee. Well, let's see what's going on here. It's a pretty interesting situation here. We can see that the price was moving in a descending price channel, but right now we have such a small pro trade area here. We can see that candles are alternating, and in such situations we need to trade on understanding, but it's pretty risky. Well, especially since I open trades for my entry deposit because I want to increase faster and want to come back to this currency pair a little later. So I want to move on to this currency pair. And here we see that the price is at the resistance level. Well, that's why I won't waste any time. I open an immediate trade down, 1,000 bucks. Let's go. And guys, another winning trade again. Well, as you can see, the price has really started its downward movement. I will now know the resistance level that the price has reached, so you understand perfectly. Yeah guys, look at this level right here. As we can see, the price has reached it for the second time. Especially I think there should definitely be correction again after such a bullish move. So look, the indicators are also pointing to lower prices. We see that the price has pushed up the Bollinger Band line. On MACD we can see that red lines are starting to appear. Well, that's why my trade was down here. Well guys, let's continue on this currency pair and see what's going on here. Yeah, that's a pretty good situation too. We might be able to catch that upward movement again. By MACD we can see green histogram. The price actually has a lot of room to grow. Trade up, let's go. And guys, I'm back in profit. As you can see, my balance sheet is grown right before your eyes, And you may notice that I didn't have a single losing trend during this trading session, and all because I analyze charts very carefully. I look at technical analysis and what the indicators show me. Well, that's why my deposit is already almost 3,000 bucks. Well, we don't have much time left. We're almost there. I want to switch to this currency pair again because the payout percentage is pretty good here too. Yes, we can see that the price is starting its upward movement again. I think this is going to be a pretty strong move, as we can see that these candles have a rather small body and a long wick. But I don't want to take any chances. Let's go to this currency pair and see what's going on here. And yes, we can catch this upward movement here, so trade up. Let's go. And guys, again, great entry point. As you can see, I almost succeeded in my goal, so I still want to get that amount up to 5,000 bucks, and I managed to catch the upward movement again. Since I look at our strategy, all conditions are met. On MACD we see green histogram. On Bollinger Bands we can see that the candles have pushed up the lower line of this indicator. Well guys, let's take a look at the situation first currency pair. Well, it has a fairly small payout percentage, but maybe a good situation. What do we see here? Pretty good situation on this downtrend, and well, I think the price will continue its downward movement, so trade down, let's go. And well guys, another profitable trade for this trading session. As you can see, it was the right decision to open a trade down on this downtrend. And look at my deposit. My balance is 6,175 bucks. You have to agree, it's just crazy. I'll remind you that I reached this amount by starting trading on Quotex with just $1. So guys, I think that's enough today. I want to remind you again about my Telegram channel. You can find a link in the description below this video. Well, there you can find a lot of useful information about trading in binary options. So join my community. I'm waiting for you. I wish you all a good day, profit, and bye bye.